Hi everyone, it's Sarah back at Selena Studios. Today we are going to learn how to deal with issues and conflicts. What are those? An issue is a problem or difficult situation. A conflict is a disagreement. Learning and understanding how to deal with problems and disagreements will better prepare us to solve problems and find ways to agree with each other. Plus, having these skills will help us handle really tough situations. People who can deal with problems and disagreements in a good way are happier, have healthier relationships, and do better in school. Solving problems and finding agreements are important skills that can help us to understand our own feelings and help us to understand other people's feelings. It is normal for people to have disagreements. Even adults have disagreements with each other. Learning how to react to different ideas is a very important skill. We can create a positive situation together when we react to disagreements in a positive way. Sometimes we have a disagreement or a conflict with just one person. Sometimes a whole group of people have a conflict with another group of people. If you and a few of your friends try to think about one game for everyone to play, and each person has a different suggestion for the game, you would have a conflict. When you need to solve a problem in a group, it is important to be respectful to each other and to try and understand different ideas that other people have. Here are a few very helpful tips for how to react when you disagree with others. Clearly say your ideas and be respectful while you do so. Ask the other person what their ideas are. Be a good listener. Think of a way for everyone to compromise, which means to work together to find a solution that involves a little bit of everyone's ideas. Get help from an adult if you cannot compromise. Now, let's talk a bit more about these tips. When you come across a disagreement while someone is talking, try to listen carefully, even if you disagree with their ideas. Try to repeat back what you heard the person saying, just to make sure that you understand what you are learning. Plus, repeating back what you heard shows that you have been listening. Practice empathy. What is empathy? Empathy means understanding what other people feel and think, or in other words, the ability to see a situation from someone else's point of view. When we practice empathy, we try to understand what another person wants and needs. One way we can practice empathy is by using you statements, which allow us to talk about how other people feel. If Mike wants to play football, but his friend Jason wants to play baseball, then Mike can use the you statement. For example, Mike could say, "You want to play baseball, Jason, and you are very good at baseball, but we only have a football, and everyone has voted to play football. We can play baseball some other time." By using you statements, we force ourselves to listen to another person and say what they want, which shows that we are listening to them. Listening to others and seeing their side helps a lot when there is a disagreement. After hearing different ideas from another person's point of view, it is important to try and begin making a compromise. A compromise is a solution where each person gets a little bit of what they want, but also has to give something up so the other person can get what they want. For example, Lisa and Maria both want to play soccer with the ball by themselves at the same time, but there is only one. What would be a good compromise for them? Feel free to pause this video to give yourself time to think about an answer. There may be many ways to compromise. A compromise that I thought of would be to have Lisa and Maria play with the soccer ball together. What happens if you cannot think of a compromise that works for everyone? If you have tried everything, but are still unsuccessful in solving the problem, then you might need help from someone else. You can ask an adult to help you solve the problem. However, it is still up to you to agree and then follow through on the compromise. Now that you have learned how to deal with difficult situations, you and your friends can practice. Next time you are able to, meet with your friends, talk about things that create a disagreement, and then practice what you have learned. If you use what you have learned, you will have really helpful tools to face disagreements. Remember, everyone has disagreements, but let's disagree in a way that is respectful, and remember to always listen. Until next time, Sarah signing off.